Hey, good morning, everyone. Hey, Riley Foster here. A little update on the Yamaha Enduro. I may have found a solution for this gas tank without welding or cutting it out and welding it. Boy, after cleaning the bottom of it, I found, 50 pinholes, some of them the size of BBs. And the only thing that was holding it together was the rust that was inside. As you can see, I hope I've got that in line. Massive amount of holes. But I am going to continue on with this tank. I don't want to lose it. First of all, it's darn near impossible to find one. I'll show you what I'm doing with that tape in just a second. So this all came out of the tank this morning, and I'll show you how I got that out. But the petcock's cleaned, oiled, and put away. And what I did was I picked up some of this stuff. I'm gonna see if you can see it in the camera. And I'm gonna tell you, I may be able to patch that tank with this and then use the cream liner that I've got coming to pour in it. And I have used the liners before on multiple gas tanks. But what I did was I drilled a hole in this old piece of door casing about an hour ago, and I patched that with this stuff. Now it takes hours for it to set up, but you can see it looks like that stuff's going to hold, and they say it's gas resist. So that's where we're going to be on that, and I'm going to show you how I'm getting all that rust out of that gas tank, because that's not easy. I put a bunch of washers and bolts in there. Now, you might not think about this, but I'll tell you, there's 20 of each one of these, and the reason I count them is you want the amount coming out that you put in. So if you put in 20 nuts and washers of various sizes and shapes, and I'll do that because so it'll get into the cracks and the corners and the bottom. Ear protection is a must. Yep. So if you roll it over, what you want to do is you want to get that bolts and nuts and washers shaking on that bottom. Same on this side. Yeah, you can see they're just steadily knocking out rust. Now I'll take that tank, pull my earplugs out. I'll take that tank and I'll air that out really good. And I'm going to heat it up and I'm going to spread this on there. I checked it on that casing right there. It's really fluid, so I've got to be careful that it just doesn't pour into the tank itself. So I'll have to spread it on quickly and turn it up and down and then up, and just that way it'll settle in the holes instead of run out into the inside of the tank. So that's where we're going to be, and that way when I clean this up, it should polish up good. So again, make sure you count these guys if you're doing this job, and I'll show you how to cream it also. There's several different ways. I always say there's the right way and then there's several different ways. But make sure that you count these bolts or these nuts and these washers coming out, because one or two will get hung down in the bottom there and it'll break loose later, and you'll have a exposed metal to where that gasoline will get between the cream liner and the metal, and then it'll start bubbling and you'll have a mess. So I'm gonna clean that out a couple of more times, and you can see, I mean, all the mess that's come out of there. So once I do that, I got the cream liner on the way. I had to order it. I swear you got to order everything. It's getting to where you just about have to order TP. So other than that, and it looks like this seal all, they say it's gas and oil resist, but I'm gonna seal it up, and then hopefully I've got some black bed liner. I'm gonna tape that off on the bottom and black bed liner that bottom, so it'll kind of look like it was meant to be repaired and look good instead of someone just stuck it together. So I'm gonna show you one more thing on this cool little bike that I've kind of picked up, and I got a lot of the oxidization off of the casing, and I'm trying to do a little polish area just to see what it would do. And that's one polishing with Mother's, it's not Mother's Gold Bar, that's for removing mess off of paint, but this is an aluminum polish, and it's the product is Mother's. So I didn't want to do any polishing and cleaning and painting and stuff, but you know what, you're in it, you might as well go ahead and make it right. So I got high heat black paint I'm going to do the muffler with, and the front wheel stayed up, so I guess it was the valve stem that was leaking. The seat, obviously someone recovered that seat, but it's not the original Yamaha seat cover, but they did a really good job. I rode it through the woods before it leaked, and it's got great little power. Looking forward to continuing on with it, and I'll let you guys, the next one I'm going to show you how to cream line that tank. That'll probably be a little bit shorter a video, but stay tuned. Hey, remember, like, share, comment, send it to your buddies. You can either laugh at me or watch my videos, I don't care. But give me a thumbs up and maybe some comments. If you guys, if you're my age, you probably rode these bikes. They were a lot of fun. Of course, they were deadly, but they were a lot of fun. So that's the update on the little 125, the gas tank. I'm going to line it today, but I've got to do a little bit of work in the shop, do that thing called make a living. So, hey guys, thanks and have a great day.